friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I'm going to be going over all of the things that I tried last month, in the month of November. I always like doing these videos and just sitting and kind of recapping on what I've tried lately and giving you my full, transparent thoughts on everything. As always, if you're new to this style of video from me, this is never a way for me to be braggy. I'm so grateful for any PR I receive or anything I'm able to buy myself. This is just a way for me to be transparent on what I have tried and giving you my thoughts on them. I've done videos with every single thing that you're gonna see here today, sometimes multiple videos. So if you want to see any of these things in action, you can check my channel, my shorts, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff, any and all of the above. Before we hop into the video itself, I did of course film this look. It should already be on my channel by the time this video goes up. And as far as my accessory details go, I just have this old basic choker, and I also have these cutie little bat earrings from Windlestraw Studio. So yeah, without further ado, let's just hop right in and talk about all the things I tried the month of November. First up, I have Odin's newest palette. This is the Ice Crystal palette. This was their sort of winter release for the year. It's quite a large guy. Do I feel like this could have maybe been condensed down just a scotch, even just packaging wise to squish it in better, or be two separate palettes? Yes, but I do think it's really pretty. And I mentioned it in my video where I did looks with this palette where upon initial first impression, I wasn't over the moon wowed by it, but as I played with it, I really enjoyed the different color combinations I could get out of it. I do feel like it's really reminiscent of the way colors and rainbow shades reflect through different like crystallized things. I think it's really fun. The shimmers are really shiny. They're really pretty. They have a really nice kind of glowy, sparkly wetness to them. And the mattes are beautiful. I really enjoy Odin's Eyes formula. I think they do a really good job. And while maybe this isn't like my most favorite thing they've ever done, I do think it's fun. I feel like it's colorful, wintry cute. Next up, Simply Posh had sent over their Gingerbread Bakery palette, and this is very much a gingerbread bakery. It is very much half gingerbready shades, half pastel colors. Think frostings and sprinkles and all the decorative things that you would do for your gingerbread man or gingerbread house. I think the formulas are nice. The mattes blend really well. I feel like they have good pigmentation, especially even for the pastels. They aren't too undersaturated where they don't perform. I feel like they do have decent pigmentation. The shimmers are beautiful. I feel like the shimmers is where this brand shines the most, no pun intended. They're just very glossy, wet looking. They have really pretty shifts and shines to them. I think they're really, really gorgeous. However, all that being said, I enjoyed the looks I created with this, but this just isn't like my perfect palette. I'm not really one that's gonna go out of my way to reach for like a half neutral, half pastel palette very often. And while I enjoyed the looks I created with this, I can just also recognize this isn't perfect for me. I do think this would be perfect for certain people though. Like if you're someone that really gravitates toward neutrals and you wanna add in little pops of color, I think this is perfect for that. I think it's cute. I think the theming is well done. Objectively, it's a really cute palette. It's just not my perfect one. Next up, ColourPop had sent over their Grinch collection, and I did keep a couple items from it. First being the palette, the How the Grinch Stole Christmas palette. I do think the packaging is just so fun with the very in-your-face, cartoony Grinch. I love the Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea in the inside. And the shades are really pretty. Do I think it screams Grinch? Not a whole lot. There's literally only 2 green shades in here. For the most part, to me, it's almost giving like Whoville more than the Grinch, but I do still think it's a fun color combo. I like the dusty pinks, the dark berry tones, the pops of green. I think overall it does have a really cool color story. Even though it's not as Grinchy themed as maybe I would have liked it to be, I do still objectively think it's really cute. And I do think this formula is on the better end for ColourPop. I feel like sometimes ColourPop can be more mid-tier and sometimes they're pretty good. I would put this on like more toward the side of pretty good. This has been enjoyable to play with. I also did keep the Who Hash Glitterly Obsessed glitter. I have a little bit of it in my inner corner and like toward my brow bone today, but I love that it just like says Who Hash on it. It's so funny, and it's a very, very cute little glitter. It has different little shapes. There's like little snowflakey guys in here and just like little iridescent tones with like the pink sea foam bluiness. It's very cute. I like their glitters. Lawless sent over their new gloss shade, although I feel like I read somewhere that this was a re-release. Maybe it's not brand new. It's new to me at the very least. It's either new to the brand or just new to me or both. But this is in the shade Butterfly, and it's so pretty. It's like a really soft kind of almost lilac-y pink. It has a really good like frosty shininess to it. I love Lawless's glosses. They are such a good plumping formula. It's more of that minty plump rather than the hot spicy plump. I feel like it's just got the perfect amount of cool tingle to it, and it makes your lips look so shiny. I love Lawless glosses. Clarity sent over their The Other Side palette, and I've had a great time with this one. I like the size. I like how petite it is. I really like these colors. It's kind of giving like spooky grungy garden. I like the jewel tones mixed with like the pops of lighter shade in there. The shimmers are really, really pretty. They have a really good metallic nature to them, and the mattes are very pigmented. This is probably my favorite palette from Clarity I've ever tried. I've only been trying them over the course of this past year, and I've been impressed, but this one is definitely the one that stands out to me the most. It's just their me colors. I like these kinds of like darker colors, the jewel tones, the grunginess. It's all very good. It's all very good. Fantasy Cosmetica came out with their newest launch as well. This is the Artificer collection. Part of the collection included this little magnetic tool to help depot eyeshadows. It's very cool. I'll show you. I have the palette itself here. You just plop it on, and it takes the shadow, and then you can just drop the shadow. It's great, very handy, especially if you're someone that likes to move your eyeshadows around and stuff like that in your magnetic palettes. I guess speaking of magnetic palettes, this is the Artificer palette. It's really, really pretty. It's kind of like a spicy neutral, steampunky type color story. I really like the combination of like the weird cool tone browns, the oranginess, the gold. I love this kind of rusty, weird marbled greeny shade. It's very cool. I love Fantasy Cosmetica's formulas. They are so, so good. The mattes are so incredibly pigmented, and the shimmers are just gorgeous. They're so metallic and sparkly and shifty and delicious and just so, so beautiful. I really, really like them. I feel like they do a good job too of kind of including different types of shimmers. Like we have some that are more just in your face metallic. We have like a split pan up here. We have the marbled. I love it. I love it. They also came out with some new singles, and look at this empty palette. It's just such a work of art. And then we have the 3 singles in here. They are so, so pretty. The shades are Adamantine, Damascus, and Stygium. They all have really pretty holographic shifts and sparkles to them. I feel like they kind of encapsulate that spicy neutral vibe to complement the palette really nicely. Really nice additions here. Next up, Cosmic Beauty came out with their newest palette. This is the Death Tarot palette, and it's so pretty. I love that they've been doing this tarot theme. I love the Lovers palette that they did earlier this year, and they're continuing it, and I'm so excited. It's such a pretty palette. I feel like it's so cool with like the mixture of the warmth and the cool tones. We have a mixture of neutrals and color, and I feel like it's done in such an intentional way. It doesn't just feel like a random assortment of colors. I love the kind of tealy blue combination up here, and then we get into these mustards, into the reds, into the purples. It's such a fun color story. I really, really enjoy their formulas. I feel like they do such a good job. They have a mixture of really pretty metallics and then really pretty shifty multi-chromes. The mattes are just so beautiful. I feel like they're so pigmented and so blendable. I feel like I barely have to work with these shadows. They just work. I really, really enjoy them. This is such a fun launch. I love this theme. I'm having a great time with this one. Another one that I'm having such a good time with is the new Dee Signature Festive Elegance palette. This is beautiful. This is one of the prettiest and most luxurious looking Christmas palettes I've ever laid my eyes on. I think it's so rich and beautiful. I love that it has that richer jewel toned element to it with these classic Christmas colors. The shimmers are so sparkly and so special, and the mattes are just beautiful. Dee Signature, I've just loved watching them grow and get better and better, and it's just their aesthetics are so good now. Their formulas are so good now. I love this. I love everything about this. I think it is stunning. Alongside of that Festive Elegance palette, they also came out with these 2 split pan shadows. I don't think these have names. I think they're just supposed to be on the side, but we have a split pan kind of like white to green, and then another one that's like a white to a red. Very classic Christmassy colors, really pretty. You could treat them as separate shades. You could mix everything together. These are so, so pretty. Mooncat sent me their Avatar: The Last Airbender collaboration, and I'm so stoked. I've never gotten a package from Mooncat before, but I've shopped their nail polishes over the years, and I just love them. So I was so thrilled when they reached out to me. These colors are all so pretty. I haven't worn every single one yet. I've only worn one shade because I've only had these for a short time, but I've been wearing Mooncat polishes for years, and I can just tell you their formulas are so beautiful. They have so many different types of polish, but they always look so lovely. They wear so beautifully. I will say, if I don't have fake nails on, my nails chip with any nail polish pretty fast because I do hair and I'm constantly in water and chemicals. But unlike my fake nails, which I tend to wear, they stay forever until I take the nails off. There are 2 polishes for each of the 4 elements: water, earth, fire, air. First water one is Bloodbender. This one's kind of like a blue blue magnetic polish, where when you use this little magnetic tool that they include, it reveals a really cool kind of like burgundy shift through it. Very, very cool. Spirit Water is a really cool one. It has like this thermal element where depending on if it's like hot or cold, it goes from like a gray to an aqua. And there's also really, really pretty shifts and sparkles in this one. They're kind of like iridescent-y, aqua-y type flaky shifts. They're so, so pretty. Moving on to the earth ones, we have My Cabbages. This one is like a green flaky one. It has like these green, yellowy, kind of orangey shifting iridescent flakes inside. It's so cool. Also from Earth, we have Tales of Ba Sing Se. This one's a multi-chrome one as well with that magnetic feature where if you put the little magnetic tool with your nails, it reveals a cool shift. So it has kind of this like orangey yellow base and then that green really shines through just depending on how you do the magnetization. It's very fun, very cool and shifty. Moving into fire, we have Banished Prince. This one is also like one of those thermal ones. It goes from like a red to a darker red. Again, depending on like if it's hot or cold, and it also has these really pretty iridescent flakes as well that have kind of like an orangey yellow. This is actually the one I've been wearing, and I feel like my tips are always like darker because like the temperature change versus like what's actually on my nails. It's so pretty. I love these little flaky shifts. I always have just makeup all over my hands at any given moment. Next fire one is Jasmine Dragon. This is another one that is a multi-chrome magnetic one. It's kind of like a yellowy orange with like iridescent flakies, and it reveals like a really brilliant like orangey red with the magnet. And last are the air ones. This is Breath of Wind. This one's a thermal one as well. It goes from like a blue to a gray, again, depending on hot or cold. And it also has this really pretty like iridescent shimmer running through it where it looks so glowy. And last is Avatar State. And this is arguably the coolest one. It goes from like a sheer white to a bright aqua when it's glowing in the dark. It's so cool. It's loaded with a ton of blue shimmer as well. It's just so pretty. Like even on its own, it's really pretty. And then that glow in the dark aspect is really cool. I'm gonna look up a video actually, because I can't show you otherwise. Here's how it is on their site. It's so pretty. I haven't had a chance to test it on myself yet, but it seems cool. Okay, actually, I'm cupping it in my hand right now. Obviously, it is a bright aqua. I wish I could show you. Alter Ego came out with a bunch of new brushes. I personally only kept the eye brushes because I'm plenty stocked on face brushes, but I've really been liking the eyeshadow brushes. I have numbers 206 through 213. It's just a good mixture of big fluffy brushes, big packing brushes. We have like an angled liner brush. We have a pencil brush. I really like this small little smudgy brush. I think it's a good little set. Not a ton of like teeny brushes, but I like the fluffiness. I feel like they're blending everything really nicely. Melt Cosmetics came out with their Edward Scissorhands collection, and I did pick up the palette. I didn't pick up the whole collection because I didn't need the whole collection, but I did pick up the palette, and I've been so thrilled with this. I love it so much. I feel like they really stepped up the shimmers. I love how glossy and sparkly everything is. I love the mattes. I love the kind of weird muted piney khaki in the middle. I love the wintry blues, the soft pale purple. It's just so pretty. And the packaging is just it's so cool. It's like this snow globe effect with like the falling snowflakes. It is just the coolest. I love this. This is one of my favorite melt palettes they've ever done. Kaleidos came out with this gigantic Moon Arcade collection. It's like this whole dresser filled with a ton of little products, and it has been so much fun to play with, I gotta say. I guess first things first are the gems. I haven't put the gems on my face specifically, but I mean, they're stick-on gems at the end of the day. They're not gonna be anything wild and crazy, but there are some cool shapes in here. Like I like the silver, black, red there with the little droplet. I love this set with the pink, purple, chartreusiness and the stars. It's so fun. And then this set's more cutesy, like iridescence with the purple, like diamonds. It's so pretty. But then on the inside of this, we have a mixture of lip pencils, eye pencils, and lip melts, which are kind of like a lip balm, lip gloss hybrid. I guess let's go over the eye pencils first. I love their multi-chrome eye pencils. I've been using them religiously ever since they launched their first batch of them a million years ago. And we have 6 new shades, which makes me so thrilled. The shades are Aurora Runner, Jackpot Jinx, Lunaria, Miss Matrix, Moon Mechanic, and Scarlet Striker. Just really cool variety of shifty shades. Some are more just metallic, some are more of like a stronger shift. No matter what, they are beautiful. They're so creamy, glidey. They go on so well for me at least, and they last all day for me. They stay put really, really well, which granted, I don't usually have a problem with eye pencils trying to leave my waterline, but these are so pretty. They came out with 10 lip pencils, and I love these. These are up there for like Melt Cosmetics lip pencil quality in my opinion. They have a really good like glidey comfy feeling when you apply them. They have a creaminess so you can blend them, but then they stay put so well. And I think these colors are so nice. They have such a good range between light to dark. I have been loving these. I've used them literally nonstop since they arrived to me. The shades are Latitude, Savannah, Blush, Sauce, Mauve Mint, Java, Hickory, Merlot, Double Espresso, and Dark Matter. I'm wearing Dark Matter today combined with one of the lip melts that I'll talk about in a second, but yeah, I've been loving these. These are big time winners for me. And last are the lip melts, and these are so cool because not only is the formula really cool, it's kind of like a lip balm, lip gloss hybrid. It goes on and feels comfy like a lip balm, but then is ultra high shine like a lip gloss like I'm wearing right now. But they came out with these cool components because by themselves, they come like this with a little cap, and then you put them in the customizable little holders. They came out with 6 different styles and they're so cool. But there's 10 different lip melts and they're all so pretty. Such a cool variety of colors. There are some that are more just shiny. There are some that have like a lot of sparkle to them. Like the one I'm wearing right now has a lot of sparkle. And they are just so cool. The shades are Bubble Hit, Cheat Code, Checkpoint, Clean Slate, Cypher, Dungeon, Endgame, Geek Out, Lunar Token, Pixel Storm, Prismel, and Stranger. Really funky tones. I feel like there's some weirdness, but there's also just some more neutral, easy to wear shades. I've worn so many of these already. I did a whole lip swatch video, but even just like outside of that, I've worn so many of them just on my own free will. They're so comfy. I love just the texture of them. They're very lightweight. They're not going to be a lip product that lasts all day because it is such a like glossy, balmy texture, but I feel like they do stay put nicely. I don't deal with like them feathering and melting everywhere, even though it's called a lip melt. It's more like it melts into the lips rather than away from the lips. But as it wears throughout the day, I feel like it kind of wears off like your traditional lip gloss, you know, where it just gets a little less shiny, a little less pigmented, but it wears in a very like easy way. I've been really happy with them so far. Unearthly Cosmetics sent me over a few things. They sent me their Dead Cute collection and also a candle. I love this candle. It's so good smelling. It's Ghoul Loops, and it literally smells like I just opened a box of Fruit Loops. Oh, it's so just cereal, sugary. I love a sweet candle, so this is wonderful. I love this. And then the parts of the Dead Cute collection that I tried and decided to keep are the Dead Cute palette, of course. It's actually what I'm wearing right now. I'm really liking this pink-purple combo. It's a very fun, just loud, playful, colorful palette. It's kind of cutesy shades with like spooky names, kind of a play on, you know, the Dead Cute. Really pretty shimmers. I'm really liking how glossy these shimmers look. I do think I read somewhere that they changed their shimmer formula a couple palettes back, but this is the most recent one that I've tried from them. And so far, I'm really liking it. I felt like the pigmentation of the mattes was pretty much what I expect from Unearthly. They applied nicely and blended out really easily, but I'm really liking the glossiness of these shimmers. I think it's really nice. And then I also kept the Dead Cute lipstick set because I really like their menacing lipsticks, their menacing metals they've done, and the menacing lipsticks they did with Courtney Quarantine. So I was super excited to add some new funky shades into the mix. The shades are Bubble Scream, Ghost Milk, Toxic Taffy, and Vampire Truffle. Just such a fun mix of like weird pink and green, the like grayish lavender, the dark purple. Ghost Milk is the one that seems to be just like more of the traditional like cream lipstick, and it's such a cool shade. And then the other three seem to be more of that shifty, sparkly, metallic that we have grown to love from the menacing metals. I just love. So this is such a fun little set. And last but not least, my friend Linda from Glitter Fallout, she was doing some decluttering of her collection because we're all in declutter mode right now. And she was letting go of these 4 Melt lipsticks, and she knows how much I adore Melt's lipsticks, so she asked if I wanted them. So I kept them. So I figured I would just go over the shades that she sent me. We have Paulina, Summer, Wolfsbane, and Zaddy. Just like a mixture of like nudie, bright coral, and then like a dark plummy burgundy shade. I love Melt's lipsticks. They're such a pretty like matte effect, and they last really well and they look really good. So I'm always happy to have more Melt lipsticks. They're just my favorite. They're so good. So yeah, those are all of the things I tried in the month of November. I feel like a good roundup of stuff. Maybe some things weren't my top favorites, but I tried some things that were top tier amazing, and I'm really excited about them. I would love to hear your thoughts though. Did you try any of these? Are you interested in any of these? Let's chat down below. If you made it to the end of this video, why don't you just leave, I don't even know. Leave a food emoji. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. I'm battybean over there. And you can also subscribe if you want to see more videos. You're also welcome to hop over to my second channel, linked in my description box if you want additional content. And also in my description box, there's a link to my channel memberships. There's a couple different tiers with a couple different perks, and I would love to have you. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep watching, I'll pop a similar one on the screen. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you in the next one.